y'all. This is episode 68 of the Ops. We telling it all.
Insubordinate and churlish.
That's right. Y'all, we're on episode number 68. The Olympics also has started. I just want to throw that out there. But this is the Ops. We telling it all. This is your girl, Spicy K.
It's your girl TK. How y'all doing?
And of course, for every episode, we have who you telling on. So, TK, who are you telling on this week?
Well, you know, me being in the customer oriented industry, I have to fake it a lot.
Okay.
And it's not too much to where I consider myself like I'm such a freaking loser that I'm selling myself out. But it's frustrating enough because if you don't know what might happen. We're not gonna discuss the demographic, but you never know what might happen with these
Okay.
people, and they're so careful. And so I want to tell on our non-melanated people today. When you're around melanated people, stop being weird. Stop, stop. Just talk. Can you just speak? Don't be trying to guess what we're trying to do. I'm at work, so you don't have to be fearful. Um, you're in a safe place because I am surrounded by you all as opposed to you all surrounded by me. So it's I'm telling on you all because we have to do certain things anyway, and when you just make it even more awkward for us, it really upsets us because we can't break character. We have to go along with the awkwardness that you all, throw out there. But yeah, just be yourselves. Like, look, seriously, it's not that serious. You're thinking, you're in your head too much about how to react around us, and most of us really aren't thinking about you. We're trying to just get you out of the way and avoid having to say much anyway. So just be cool. In the words of the late John Peoples, my father, be cool. And because
Ooh.
it just it's frustrating because I swear. And then when you act like you're really, you're pleasant, they want to stick around and talk more and more and more, and then you just have to just walk away. Like I just walked away from this lady today. Like I didn't take care of what she needed. We didn't discuss her needs and what she needs to do for the future and everything, and she just still want to talk about her damn kid. I love kids, but I don't love your kids at work. I don't.
Was she a customer? Mm,
Spend a lot of money, a whole lot. But that's what she was there for.
yeah.
We weren't there to talk about her children. I should not know things about young Parker. I don't never seen him before in his life or mine. So you know, just be cool, people. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So for episode 68 for me,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be telling on I so listen. I went to this
Listening.
restaurant. I'm gonna call it a restaurant. It has a drive-through, and well, so I went to get something specific because I got it just like a week or so ago. Different location because this location was out of bagels. Yeah. So I had to go to another city, which it doesn't matter to me because they're right beside each other. I got what I wanted the
Mm-hmm.
other day. I go to this location. First of all, I called them before I went there and said, "Do you have bagels today?" Because apparently they sometimes run out.
Mm-hmm. Croissants
Um,
too.
I don't know about that, but bagels.
I do.
So I went. I asked for the same thing that I got at the other place, and they had the nerve to tell me that I couldn't do that.
Mm.
And then my mama in the background, because I'm always talking to her, talking about, well, you ain't at Burger King, so you maybe can't have it your way. First of all, I just got it at the other place. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to get it this place. And then I even was like, well, give me such and such, just put it on a bagel. Should be simple. Same thing, just put it on a bagel. They still would not do it. I finally, he was, so the guy was like, do you want me to talk to the manager? Yes, I want you to talk to the manager and get me what I want. Because they was like, they're not allowed to a la carte. We're not allowed to a la carte anymore. So, yes, I got what I wanted. That's the point. Because why are you telling me I can't get what I want when I'm willing to pay for it? And it's on your menu. It is literally on your menu. And I just got it a week or so ago at a different location. So they made me mad. And then I went back and I was like, okay, this time I'm going to just order off the menu.
Mm.
Add bacon. You know, when they gave me the total, I said, what did you charge me for? Because I know the price. They was like, oh, I'm sorry, we charged you for the wrong thing. Of course you charged me for the wrong thing. Because how did something $4 turn into $8? Bacon don't cost that much. I can get a whole thing of bacon.
Not for $3. You can't. Don't tell that lie.
Well, for like close enough. But anyway, that's who that's who I'm telling on this week. The place that
Bless
has
their
bagels
hearts.
and
Bless
didn't
their
want to give me
hearts.
what I wanted, even though the other location gave me exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it'd be like
So
that.
for episode number 68, we always have a cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. And this is a topic that's typically controversial and also has a race element. And for episode 68, we're talking about no other than what happened in Tuscaloosa, Alabama,
Ain't that some
home of the University of Alabama.
roll tide?
Roll Tide. And it's Nick's in the Sticks. I want to get it right. Nick's in the Sticks is the name of the
Of the restaurant, yeah.
in the
That I
Sticks.
thought that was a little weird too. Well, it goes.
Yeah, I don't I don't know if it started before or after Saban. I feel like it may have something to do with it, but that's neither here nor there. Um, so basically, what it ended up happening is that there was a group that was going out to dinner at this particular establishment. I think it was someone's birthday, and they all, everybody in the group, with the exception of one person, was black. Um, the white person went outside, or I guess was outside or something like that. One of the other people at the table was also outside. This was in the same party, was outside. And apparently, the lady came up to the man and said, "Why are you, um,
Consorting.
yeah, consorting with the N words?" And
The
obviously,
hard R.
yeah, obviously the black person heard it, and obviously, this white gentleman heard it as well. And Then that's where the viral video has taken place.
I'm calling the police.
I know. First of all, I'm assuming she must have been the person since they said it was a woman. I'm assuming she must have been the person that actually said it to the people. But it also made it seem like the other guy may have said something as well. So
Because he the
maybe
one
both
that
of
said
them.
it to the man. He said
Yeah.
it to the man.
So maybe it
That's what
was
he told
both,
me.
but so the guy that stood up in the green shirt, green looking shirt, his name is Hunter, and
Hunter
people are now
Green.
boycotting this restaurant,
Really?
and they are protesting. People are outside protesting as well. They had a protest yesterday.
Not at Nick's in the Sticks.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Oh snap! That ain't too well. It is kind of far from. I forgot Tuscaloosa is on the other side of Birmingham. But
Yeah, close to Lake
hmm,
Mississippi. And my cricklet eye, cricklet eye. Like that's how you know how to spell it. I'm just saying.
I don't. Okay, but yeah. So I, how do I feel about this? You were gonna ask me. Okay,
Yeah.
well let's just talk about how I feel about this. Um, First off, let me say, non-melanated people, if you're not gonna stand up the way this gentleman stood up for us, then please remain seated. He was appalled by the way that woman spoke to him about his friends. Now he said he told these people, he said, I've known him a very long time. This is their
Mm-hmm.
first experience here in this area, and this is how you like this place. He recommends this place to his group of friends to celebrate. I think somebody turned 22 in their party that day. They were selling,
Yeah.
but they wanted to go somewhere to eat.
One of them
Recommended.
birthdays.
He told them I will not have I will not be back, and not only will I not be back, I will let people know that I know to eat here, but it has happened, and they probably won't be back either. And that's crazy because you let your feelings of how you feel about something stupid, and you probably have no feeling, no reason to feel that way towards black people, but you let that feeling get you possibly shut down because you're gonna have people that's gonna go support them anyway, just because they shouldn't get. They can feel how they want to feel. They shouldn't have to shut. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna buy 5,000 pounds of ribs.
Oh my.
You're
There are
gonna have
people that
them.
do counter protest and do things like that.
Oh yeah, and I think that's hilarious. I'm like, cool, but eventually, the if the word spreads the way the word spreads on the internet, Quinta Brunson here's internet. We definitely are a problem and have created a problem because one, if people out there protesting, ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that to go in there and get no damn barbecue.
Exactly.
Cause I wouldn't if I look down there and I see shit. I don't know what they got going on, but mm, I'm finna keep on going. So yeah, it's a problem. So yeah,
I find it interesting because to me it always speaks volume of who decides to actually come and say something not knowing that like thinking that other people feel the same way they feel.
hmm,
Like to me that's so strange because most people I feel like probably don't. And then did you not see this guy at the table? Do you not think that he was going to be, okay? Did you really think he was going to be okay with you saying that?
yeah. I mean, he didn't think it was gonna go that way. He might have been like, man, you just back on back, get your, thought he might say, get on away from us or whatever, or something like that. He didn't think it was gonna go the way it went. And I'm honestly telling you right now, if somebody comes up to you as a non-melanated person and you also a non-melanated person and you don't react the way this man did, I do consider you a non-ally and that you are a racist person. I do.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. Um don't get me wrong, Hunter did right, but I feel like depending on the situation, some people really just don't have a voice or feel
And
like they
that's
don't have a
crazy.
voice.
And they
I
are the
know, but I'm
reason why
saying like,
this
of
disease
course,
perpetuates because they
like
sit by and they're in the positions of power to stop it and dead it right there, and they don't. They sit by passively while these things are said and done and don't say anything. So of course they feel like they can say this in the presence of their own and not be it not be an issue. So that's what it is. That's what I blame the pacifists, the
But I'm
passive
saying like, but
people.
every like you obviously you have a strong personality, and obviously I have a strong personality as well. That's the one thing we're not opposites about. We definitely both have strong personalities.
I don't think I do. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, okay. So not everybody like there's people that are literally shy. There's people that are literally and I'm not saying that they shouldn't say anything, but sometimes they chose a non-confrontational way to do it. Like they may be the person that likes write a letter to the news station or write a letter to the, if it's not the owner, write a letter to the owner or something like that. Like they may do that, so they may not be as confrontational as this guy is. It doesn't make them less of an ally. It just is a different way of doing things.
And in my
That's how I
opinion,
see it.
that's the same reaction. Like that does just as much damage as what my man did. But if you brush it up and be like, hmm, you
Yeah,
know
of
how they
course.
do.
Like if you don't think anything is wrong and you don't do anything, yes, that's not an ally at all. But I'm just saying, like, not everybody may feel strong enough in who they are
We all need
to
to eat some
actually speak
Wheaties,
up.
damn it. We need y'all. We 50 years behind needing y'all to help us out with this because it's not us and perpetuating this type of behavior on each other. It's y'all, and that's crazy. Like they were about to patronize this man's business. Like they were about to go
Yeah,
in there and spend money.
and it looks like it's quite a few of them as well.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't just like two, three people. It was a whole table full of folk.
yeah,
Your ticket was finna be good. You lost out on that. Plus, I had, I hate for anybody business to go under, but I mean, you did it to yourself. That's just weird shit,
yeah. I
weird
definitely,
behavior.
I definitely agree. And like people were saying on the lovely internet,
Mm.
the person should just really go out there and you know apologize, admit what they did, and just own up to it, and that would make it. You know, it wouldn't make it right, but that would at least take accountability. What do you
Now
feel
that
about that?
now that we know that this was a woman, we know that it's not going to happen in any
Women do
shape.
take accountability. Come on, stop it.
No, they don't
So you
apologize
don't. So
for
you
shit.
never take accountability and you
I
don't
don't
apologize.
apologize for real.
Well, I
I
do.
do
So
I do when I'm sorry, but if I'm not sorry, I'm not going to. And then this situation, she's not going to apologize just because somebody making her apologize is what I'm getting at. Because they
no,
don't
I'm
do that.
like the company itself, like the owner, not necessarily the
I
individual or
think those
like.
were they not the owners?
I don't know if that lady was or not.
Because that's what I was under the impression of. Because I
I
don't
just
think
know she was
a
like, "I'm gonna
regular,
call the cops. I'm gonna call the police or whatever she was saying."
yeah, I don't think just a regular waiter or server or anything like that would be comfortable enough with a customer to do that.
Yes,
I
people would.
really don't.
Yes, people would.
I don't
Yes,
think
people
so.
would.
So
Like,
I would, well,
have you never been somewhere where um there is black people there and then like black and white people there? It's like a mixed crowd. And then when you walk in, the black person or says something like more in slang to you as thinking that's you see what I'm saying? Like you don't think that happens? I think it's
of
the same
course.
way. I think it's the same way. Like that's
Okay.
they felt comfortable with you or feel comfortable with you to say like, you know, not necessarily some slang, but
Okay, I see where
you see what
you're
I'm
going.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but because I talked myself into talked myself out of a job by making assumptions one day, and yeah, it is. I went to an interview to be dispatched for a plumbing company, and the lady was a black lady that I interviewed with. She kept saying, "My husband, my husband, my husband," and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, girl, we black owned up in here," and Well, come to find out, her husband was non-melanated, and I believe that had a lot to do with why she didn't come, because I didn't, because we had a great interview, girl. We connected on a level, and that was, like I thought we was on the same page. And then I had said mentioned, she's like, girl, I was like, girl, I would love to work for black owned business. I said, congratulations, by the way. And and yeah, you don't always have the understanding with people that you think you have. So we need to be more mindful,
Yeah,
all
because
of
like
us.
I will say this. I really hate when, like, everybody knows there's there is several versions of me that people are privy to. Different people are privy to. And when
That
you
scares me a lot.
I'm just saying, like, as I like when I speak. So when I go to an establishment, and like me and my friends, we can say, because me and one of my friends, we always say, hey girl, hey, and stuff like this. But if I come to your establishment and you start saying stuff like that, I'm going to naturally turn on the preppiest voice I have, just to be like, don't do that to me. Because I don't appreciate that. Because I don't do people like that. Like, I'm just saying, that's how
What
I
you
am.
mean? If I come in and be like, "What's up, sister?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna, if we're not, if we haven't established that, then don't do that to me
Yeah, we the ops, because I'm.
because I
What's
don't
up?
appreciate. No, I will still speak, but
Well, if
I'm
we
just
don't
saying,
let
like,
each
I
other
don't
know
like
that
when that
we are,
happens.
if we don't let each other know that you're, if something go down, I got your back in public, then I don't. I mean, there's no point in us. We'll never have
No, no, no,
unity.
no. Like, it's when I, well, what I mean is that, like, if every time, okay, say this is what I mean.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm
So
waiting.
I'm somewhere, and you are the employee
Hmm.
of this company or whatever, and I come to patronize your services or company, whatever, and there is other non-black people there, and you're like, oh, hello, Michelle, da 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 da, and then you get to me, be like, hey, sister, do not do that to me, because that is not like, why didn't you do that to everybody else? That's what I
Because
mean.
they weren't
Like,
they weren't
no,
melanated.
mm, mm-mm, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
get
that's
it.
to me. I don't appreciate that.
Well, okay. And I'll be like, she's
Unless
not
you
with
know
me.
me.
That
I'm just saying,
what
unless
up,
you know
sister?
me,
I
like,
feel you.
don't do
Nah,
that,
don't.
because
Mm-mm.
it's a difference. It's a difference.
I feel you.
Now,
I feel what you're
if
saying.
we're
To be like if they come
now
up
if
like,
we're
oh, what's up, my
if
girl? What's up? What's up? And I'll be
yeah,
like, and
like
somebody
if
like,
I'm
hey,
in a
girl.
all like if I'm in a black establishment, like, I'm perfectly fine with that, because that you did it to everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Or even if you did do it to, like, the white people in front of me or the non-black people in front of me, then I'm perfectly fine with that. But don't automatically treat me different because you think a certain way about me. That's my point. It's bias, and I don't like that, because I can hey girl hey with the best of them.
Mm-mm. And don't I know it? All right, we got to because girl, boom. She not with me. She not with me. We are the ops. I embrace my people because I want you to know that
I do
if
embrace my
something
people.
goes down and we all in here with others that are not like us, I got you. And if I have to, yeah, it's good.
Like, you can embrace somebody with, like, at least have a rapport first before, like, you do that. That's my whole thing.
I
Because
understand people that think like you. I'm good. You're
of
good.
course we the opposites. I'm not saying.
Hmm.
Of course you're not gonna agree with me, because
No, I
obviously.
do not.
So you're perfectly fine with somebody that does that. Like, if someone just out of the blue does that to you, I'm just
Hmm.
asking.
I'm perfectly
So
fine
you're
with it.
okay with that? Okay.
Yeah, because we have a driver, and he was not used to seeing melanated people there. And then he He turned around. He did it. He's like, "What I know?" I was like, "Hey, what up, no? You know, so what up, what up?" You know, it was just a little goofy thing like that. It's like, hey, you know, it's good to see your people when you're there. And then some of my
But
customers
I
that are
think that's a different
melanated,
situation though.
I
I
don't
think
think it.
to me, I think that's a different situation because it's not like this is someone that works with you, and this is
No, no,
someone that.
he doesn't. He doesn't work with me. He worked for his own company. He just
Oh,
bringing me
okay.
stuff.
But I'm just saying, like but he didn't do. Did he do anything else differently? To like, did he speak to the other people in a different manner? That's what I'm asking. Or he just spoke directly
Yes,
with you because that's totally different. Because every most black people acknowledge other black people in most settings, social settings. Like
but but yeah, what I'm
you
saying is, yeah, when Larry came over, he's like, "How you doing?" You know, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do. You don't. He wasn't gonna be like, "What I Larry?" You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna do that. He would. That's what I mean. I feel like that is okay.
okay.
But if I go into okay, so yeah, if I
And
went
nothing
into a
is wrong.
restaurant,
And nothing is wrong with it. Nothing is
I
wrong with
know,
it. If that's your opinion. That's how you
but
that's how you feel.
that's how. That's why I say she not with me. You can't do that to her. But I'm cool. That's why you just distinguish. You know, no, if we come in here again together, you greet her. Hi, how are you? Here you
No.
are.
You just want to be goofy.
Here. No, I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. I mean, you greet her just like you greeted the white lady. We are
Yeah,
equal
but I
around
don't.
this mug. What? 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 You feel like she greeted you with less love or more love because she didn't greet you like the white lady?
No, like you can. What I'm saying is that like you can have excitement or whatever. Like I'm not saying that, but you can be like, hey, or something like that. But I'm saying like when it goes to like talking to me in a slang or something like that, I don't appreciate that because
What did
some
she
people do
bust
that.
out? Did
Because
she bust
some
out
people
like,
do that.
what's up, my nigga? What's good? Like, what did she do?
Never mind.
What did she do? She throw up gang sign? Like,
Oh,
how
first
did
of all, I
how
wouldn't know
did
what a
she
gang
make you
sign was.
feel?
I was not gonna. I don't know what a gang sign. Baby,
How would she make
them a
you
whole bunch
feel?
of. I think this. I may think it's sign language. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know.
It
I'm
is.
just saying I don't like when people do that because people have done that to me before. People don't do
I,
that to me as much now, but they have
I
done it
wouldn't
before.
think people would do that to you at all. But yeah, let's. I just wouldn't.
Hilarious.
Moral of the story is, you can feel how you want to feel, but I mean, just be mindful that things can happen if you express that, especially to the wrong person. The allies that you think of may not be your allies. So,
Exactly. Exactly. Okay,
but
so
this is what I say to that. Oh, you can't even see it. Shut up, hunky.
that
In
is
the words
not.
of George Jefferson, that
Those
ain't say
are
that.
that reflects TK. That does not reflect Spicy K at all.
This is
I don't
George
say that.
Jefferson. He is a
I don't
legend.
say that. Is that George Jefferson on
That is George
Is that?
Jefferson. Yes, that's his phrase.
Oh, okay. Why? Never mind. Never mind. So I'm not sure if you all are aware, but apparently there's been this whole, I want to call it backlash of women or tried wives. And basically, they're just traditional wives or whatever. A lot of them are, now admitting that they're not necessarily comfortable being having this traditional role that people expect them to have. Some people akin it to like a Stepford wife type situation, but it's a little bit different than that. So there is a company called Ballerina Farm. This lady has 8 kids. She's married. They live on a farm. She originally wanted to be a ballerina.
Mhm. Well, thinking about
And
this fool.
yeah, originally wanted to be a ballerina, got accepted into Juilliard.
Put herself
And
through Juilliard.
yes, And what was going viral initially was the fact that for her birthday, apparently she kept on saying that she wanted to go to Greece. And this man gave her an egg apron for her birthday.
You do not know how to set up a story. Let me tell you what. Let me
Okay,
tell
then
you
you
what
you set
happened.
it up then.
This
Well, that is what
woman,
happened.
she got 8 kids. She is a stay-at-home wife, a graduate of Juilliard, and could have gone on to pursue a number of theater arts or any sort of arts, ballerina arts, performing arts that she would like. She met this man. She told him she didn't want to date him initially in the first place. I don't want to date you. She saw something. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, and he was definitely a man of affluence, we'll say. So he had plenty of money. So he
Yeah.
utilized his money to manipulate the situation for him to be able to get next to her in some kind of show or something
No,
and
it was
talk her
on the airplane
airplane. Yeah.
because
So
his
getting
father is one of the founders of JetBlue and other
I love
companies.
JetBlue. Oh my God, why did it have to be Jet? Anyway, so this guy, his father's worth $450 million. Let's just round it off there. And he obviously had a traditional marriage with his wife. He made the money, wife made the food, kept the home, raised the kid, and shut the hell up. Pretty much. This is what I gathered. So his this man that made her give up all her dreams,
Hmm.
gave her 8 kids to raise, and then she still got the
And
farm
wants
on this
more because
farm.
they have a 15 passenger van or something like
Yeah,
that
and
that
he
he
want to
said that he
fill it
wants
up.
more. Yeah.
Ain't that something, Kim? She's exhausted. She tired. She don't want no more damn kids. All she want to do is go to Greece for her birthday, which they can afford. There's no problem with this.
Yes.
So she opening up her presents in the video. Let me just describe this video. She opened up her present. Sorry, you know the little book. One of the umpteenth children is right there beside her, talking about, oh, what is it? Oh, what is it? Get on her nerves. She just want to know what the present is because she's thinking it's tickets to Greece. So she opened it and she sees an article of clothing. She said, "Oh, it's a hat that I can wear in Greece."
Hmm.
And he said, "Well, it's not a hat." Okay, so she unfolds it. And if you could have seen the look on her face as she tried to hold in her disappointment of this egg apron, I didn't even know that was a thing.
No.
An
And
egg
then
apron.
she started doing like dance moves,
Oh,
ballerina
that
moves.
now that really set it out. That set it off right there. That's what let me know she was pissed and can't act out because So my question is, traditional wives. Your man got 450 M's. Do you stick it out? Because obviously he doesn't care what you desire because you are his wife and the mother of his children. That's pretty much all you are right now.
And let me throw a couple other things in there. So apparently, after she gave birth to her last child, I think the last child is like named Flora or something like that.
It doesn't matter,
Like
but they
11 or 12 days later, she had to compete for the Miss Utah pageant. Well, she had to compete for the Miss World pageant or whatever. It like 11 or 12 days after giving birth to that child. She's only given birth to two of her kids in a hospital. Otherwise, she's been giving birth at home. And
like a
she's only
cow
had epidural one
one
time. And
time.
she really appreciated that. So
She
they
went
did
on
it.
and on about that.
Yeah, like she said, it was great. It was like a lovely feeling or whatever. And she also, um, they had an interview with the Times, and instead of her, or maybe it's the Post Times, one of those, um, instead of her actually answering the question, the husband kept interrupting and
Mm.
kept on, making statements. And he was basically like, we want to, do this. And apparently she had a ballerina studio, and that turned into the kids' homeschool studio.
Homeschool. Because she got a
And
whole classroom.
yeah, And she had now their company has done very well. Ballerina Farms has done very well. And they have employees that work there. They even have the housekeeper. And he's talking in the interview about how sometimes she is so exhausted, she wants to stay in bed the whole time, but you don't even want her to get a nanny. But you got workers. You got workers for you. And she's getting,
The farm work.
from my understanding, the
You
her social
heard me.
media, huh?
He got helpers for his farm work.
Yeah, like
Well, I
he has
mean,
helpers in his production and stuff like that. So he has several workers
yeah.
for different things. Not saying that he can't have it. I'm just saying she has 8 kids. Don't you think that
His
you
mama
talking about how
His
exhausted she
mama had
was?
8 kids and didn't have no damn nanny. This is what I was getting to his personality.
Okay.
That's a strange personality for a person to have, for you to want your wife not to have any ambitions and any dreams or anything like that. Because what? Because if women think too forward, they'll run off and leave them. That's what they think. That's the only reason why. But I mean, it's the lifestyle. Like she got, they don't have no prenup. Of course, traditional people don't get prenups. So she got 450 M's to look forward to. Because if Daddy living like the way he was, he ain't gonna be around too much longer. That's gonna be her husband.
Well, they're saying that the social media platforms that she owns, she's making a lot of, like, she has millions of followers,
You
millions, like 9 million followers. So she's making money as well on social media.
That's probably why she did that little ballerina dance. That was
Yeah,
goofy. They just threw me off.
she's making money on social media because I think most of her platforms have millions of followers and
Well, what
views and
did she
stuff like
talk
that.
about? Her husband?
Yeah, she talks about the farm, the kids, things of that nature. Like all
It's
of it
eight
is
of them.
based around, the farm.
I think there was a show that said it best. 8 is enough,
Yeah, there have
sir.
been.
You're not having these kids. You're not even really. I don't probably think raising these kids. You know what I'm saying? So traditional
Well,
tradition.
he said that he's like a hands-on father and stuff like that, and you know, that's what that's what was
A lot
said
of
in the
them say
article.
that. A lot of them say the article is probably a bunch of bullshit, and they got plenty of money to keep it under hush. The article probably has so much more shit in it and couldn't say nothing. I wish it was have been a bit of visual article so we can see her face when he said she's trying to fill the 15 passenger van. That's some
And like,
bullshit.
but she also, it's based on what the interviewer was saying. She wasn't really able to speak freely because her husband was right there. Because she said that she wanted to ask her many more questions, but if the husband wasn't there, the kids were there. And like I read a follow up article that she was, had as well. And apparently, anytime that she wanted to say something, um one of the kids, and I think it was a boy child, was telling her that like she got things wrong. And I was like, I don't know if in traditional you talk back to your mama and tell them that they wrong,
Oh yeah.
or I don't, and she doesn't actually see herself as a traditional role. And he said that as well because he was like, we're pretty much equal, but she didn't want to get married. She didn't want to be in a relationship with him. He pulled screens because of his father's attachment to the airlines. Was able to pull a screen to get a ticket right beside her. She also wanted them to, date maybe for a year or so and finish
Didn't he say
schooling
so?
and all of this stuff. And then, like, within 3 to 6 months, they got engaged. And then a couple months later, they got married and she got pregnant.
He said
So,
something like, "You marry me right now, or I'm leaving," or something like
so
this.
she basically gave up her whole entire, existence. And then apparently in the article she mentions like sacrificing, and then I think he mentioned like, yeah, I had to sacrifice too. And
Yeah.
apparently
Hmm.
she wasn't too happy about that because she literally gave up her whole life because he pretty much everything that he wanted, he got it in her.
Hmm. And that's crazy. But it is what it is. So Ballerina Farms, good luck to you. I hope this is not a Jennifer Lopez enough situation to where, you know, he got everything covered. But I don't think she would try to run with 8 children. Shit, I would leave them with him.
you'll leave
Hell,
you'll leave the 8 children
that's
there
too
and
many.
stay
I take the
done.
one I like the most. Be like, hey, come on.
Not the one you like the most.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a parent, so I don't. I say things like that, so I don't. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Yes, the
Maybe
one I like the
4 and 4,
most.
like the Dricos. They're getting a divorce and they have like 13 kids. One of them is over the age of 18, so 12. I think it's 12 kids or something like that.
Ain't no need to
And
split them up like that.
they split them up.
Ain't no need to
She
split them
had a
up
whole
like that.
bunch of like
They ain't gonna miss
multiple
one.
births. Yeah, so they was like, yeah, we'll just split it up
You
evenly
take these
or as
ones.
even as
Pick out the
possible.
ones you like, George. I'll take these ones here. You just get the ones you like. I don't understand.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy though. But I guess that's what else would you do? Like the parent trap. That was a good idea until these little fuckers must fuck around and meet at camp. Oh, now y'all want to fuck shit up. Look at y'all switching up shit and doing shit. Yeah, I don't know. Really can't do much else, huh?
Mhm. Yeah, I just find it like the fact that the interview was supposed to be for her and he kept on interrupting.
Yeah,
That spoke volumes.
that spoke volumes about the Met, like the whole situation. Like people are gonna
Yeah.
be talking about that because that's crazy.
But like I said, it all started because of the whole, well, it all got a lot of attention because of the whole egg apron. How would you feel if somebody had, if you were married to someone that had the means and you wanted something really bad and they had the means to provide it and they give you something like a hairbrush or something equivalent to that because you got dread. So I don't know if that is equivalent to whatever is equivalent to dreads.
Well, they gave me I've been in that situation before, and it's like, okay. It really there really is no reaction. You just like other than what she did is except for less weird, because
You didn't do no
you
ballerina moves,
yeah, because
ballet
you
moves.
can't really you're being recorded. This could possibly she got a whole business out here, and she'd be like, "You dumb fucker! I wanted to go to Greece." Like she could have literally cussed him out. You know, we don't know what happened off camera, but she handled it the way I would have. I was like, "You don't really care or pay attention or care to what I think." That just goes into the bank of you know my way out the door.
I'm curious to know, basically, with her admitting some of the things in the article. I'm curious to know, like, if he read it and what he thinks about it.
And what he may do to her.
Like, I don't know if he's I don't know if he's a violent person or anything like that.
We don't know that
Very
he's
much
not.
controlling, but I don't know about
Yeah,
violent.
yeah. That's but either or, they're both bad.
Yeah.
Neither one is better than the other, and I'm putting them on the same scale because if you're control, like people are doing, and then now she got 8 reasons to stay with you, not one, not two, but 8. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure she like if she remember them all. I'm pretty sure she like them all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Plus
that's a
one is
lot.
very, very new. Like, only
That's
totaling
a lot.
like not even a year old.
Yeah, I would take the euro and just bail out at this point because, ma'am, you got your own money too. Get out. Get the one. He got to take care of the 7. Y'all traditional. He gonna have to take care of them because they in his home. So take the one you like and go.
Whoa. So, speaking
Run.
of taking care of the ones you like and go, apparently Marlon Wayne's baby mama uh decided that she needs more than $18,000 a month to take care or of their child that's like 1 or 2 years old.
Mhm.
And people are saying, people were making jokes about, oh my goodness, if you can't do anything for $18,000 a month, like what kind of lifestyle are you having? So I know you don't have kids or anything, but
I do not.
don't don't
It is, in fact.
$800,000 seem
I am
seem
not
like
the
a
father.
$18,000? Don't that seem like a lot?
That is a very lot. As a matter of fact, for 1 year, that is $216,000. You very much can raise a child and family on $216,000 because most people will never ever make half of that, and they raise whole families. So you know, it is what it is, baby girl. I hope they don't allow that. Uh,
Well,
you
she
know,
wants two additional $1,000, so she wants to go from $18,000
to
to
20.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you can want in one hand and take a crap in the other, and I guarantee you the other hand will fill up faster than your wishes.
So she's basically saying that oh, it's their 1 year old, by the way. She's
Yeah,
basically saying that at least $5,000. Oh, apparently she wants over $21,000, but apparently she said that $5,000 is for rent and nearly $9,000 on childcare, groceries, and household items, and 1,500 on clothes.
mm.
What? Come on! What is this
I can
one
see
year
the
old
five
wearing?
thousand on rent, and I see
Yeah,
the
I can
five
see
thousand
that
on
part.
rent.
I can definitely see the $5,000 on rent, but why is you spending $1,500 for clothing? It's a 1 year old. Where they going?
They
You
split
better
up on everything.
put them on a onesie and keep on going. That's
I
what
can
I'm saying to
imagine
you.
they split up on everything, and they shit through this and
I
shit through
know
that.
that's why, and
You
they
have to burn clothes when you they
and
shit through them.
and Carter's, yeah, it's Carter's. They be having a 3-pack set, baby, a 6-pack of onesies. Go hit them up. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, it is what you can't be famous and marry people. Maybe that's
They're
why.
not married. They're not married. They're not married.
Well, I mean, well, even worse, have a baby by somebody. Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't quite get the millionaire status, but she's a $200,000 nair, and that's a lot of money a year in 12
Well,
months.
she's trying to base it off of, apparently he makes somewhere around $200,000 a month, but he also has other kids as well. I don't know if
And
he's
he also
married.
got a job, ho. Excuse me, that came out. That didn't even. Whoo, mercy. He the one that's making that money. You weren't with him shooting in the gym, okay? Do you hear me? Like that's just. Let me stop because I'm raising my voice and getting all excited, and I ain't got no stake in none of that money. I'll take whatever you give me, Marlon. I don't have no baby with you, but if you feeling generous, it is what it is. But yeah,
And like, listen, this is my thing.
that is your thing.
I want to know if she works, because otherwise, why? Don't get me wrong. I understand people can have nannies, and I'm not saying that they can't, but how much of these expenses are because you just wanted these expenses? Is what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
Because if you're not working, why are you not? I can understand needing help, but I think I read somewhere else that it was over $5,000 also for childcare every month. And I understand that childcare is expensive, but is you work? Are you working?
So you're telling me that a woman can't have childcare if they don't work?
No, what I'm saying is that why are you paying that much money for childcare if you're not working?
Cause where she take her child, that's how much it costs. These folks cost money.
But I'm
What?
saying, like, why are you taking your child somewhere every day when you are not doing anything else every day?
So
If you
you
have a
are
job,
saying
that's understandable. And like, even if you did it, like, sent the child a couple, like, did some kind of thing where it's like only a couple of days or something like that, that's totally perfectly fine, because I understand that you need rest and stuff like that, just like I understood it with Miss
there's
Fry
no
and
other
me.
hood that's 24/7 except for motherhood.
I did not think you serious right now.
And that's not fair. Like you sitting here saying that she don't work enough to warrant
No, no,
having child care services that
but I'm
cost
just
that
saying,
much.
like, but I'm saying, like, if you're complaining that you don't have enough money for $18,000 a
Cut some
month,
things out. I got you.
yeah, that's my whole point. Like, are you going to work? Because if you're going to work, I'm quite sure that $5,000 wherever you taking your child, especially like in LA or whatever, that might be normal.
Mm,
Because baby,
it's high.
it's about 1,200 here
Damn.
in the middle.
That should be birth control for some of y'all folks out there. That's a
Yeah,
lot of dough.
there are some people that pay
And
about two
that's a
thousand
week.
dollars.
We talking a
There's
week. We
Yeah,
ain't talking
there's
about a month.
so that's why. So she's saying um that her estimated expenses is around $22,000 a month
Oh my. You would get you some hot ramen, top ramen.
because the baby ain't even eating real food for real
Right, yeah.
like that.
At all. I don't know what kind of organic vegan food that you ordering for this baby, but they're not you gonna have to cut that out. Go to Publix, baby.
So yeah, but like I said, I can understand needing help, but if you can't make the cut with the $18,000 and you spending $5,000, because I can't remember what story it was, but somebody was paying. I feel like it was maybe Mary J. Blige's husband.
Oh yeah.
No, it can't be him.
He knew.
Somebody was charging all of this for like saying that they needed this for childcare, and they was just paying their mama. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the mama don't need to, but like, your mama cannot take. Like, I think it was like some kind of, and the kids were going to school too. I'm like, now you know you ain't paying all of that. So yeah.
Well,
But any other thoughts about that with the Marlon's baby mama, which her last name is Moreland.
Marlon. All
No,
right.
Brittany Moreland. That's her name.
Marlon.
But anyway, any other thoughts about that?
No.
Okay. So the last topic is, in case you didn't know, I mentioned it earlier, the Olympics is going on right now. And who would have thought that Flavor Flav is sponsoring the women's water polo team? Who would have thought that? Who would have
Water
thought
polo's stupid. I love you though, Flav. I appreciate that. There's some black folks that was on that team, even though water polo is dumb as hell. But okay.
I thought that was the most interesting thing ever, but apparently he decided that because several of the women were talking about the fact that they have to work multiple jobs to be able to
Compete.
basically afford to compete
Oh,
and stuff
for it
like
to
that and
compete,
train.
yeah.
Yeah. So he said that he wanted to help. Originally, he wanted to help one of the ladies out, and then it turned into like, let me do some connects and let's help the whole team out. So like, pays for training, food, lodging, all of that.
And you know he took over a Red Lobster trying to keep them in business and started buying 45 lunches every other day type shit or every week or something like that,
Oh
trying to
no, I didn't
keep
know
them.
that.
Yeah. I don't know what city. I think it probably in LA because that's where he lived or somewhere. But he
I
was
think
trying to
he's
keep
Vegas. I think he was in Vegas at one time. I don't know
mm,
where he lives at now.
and he was trying to make sure they stayed in business. Like he did it more than once. It was on social media.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it really didn't register with me. Like, oh my god, he's freaking awesome. But that is awesome that he's doing that. Just he's making a difference. Like I don't know if he got kids.
Yeah, he got kids. He said he's a girl dad. That's why he wanted to
Yes, he
help
did
with
say
the
that. He
polo.
did say I saw that. Duh, TK. But yeah, he's trying to be that guy. Just trying to make a difference with what he got. And I appreciate that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so originally it looks like I think he was talking to Maggie Steffens. because apparently she had expressed that, and apparently he's been a hype man. He's been
Oh yeah, there's mascot
talking about
basically.
water polo. Yeah, basically like a mascot cheerleader or whatever.
Yeah,
Making posts about water polo to try to get more support for them. Um,
it's
and saying that he's going to try to make it to most of their what try to
nothing.
make it to most of their games or any, stuff like
Uh,
that. Their
is it a game or is it a match?
match, maybe match.
Is it a match?
I
I
don't
don't, cause nobody. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me
watch
not
it.
get all excited. You're not gonna watch them with Flavor Flav support. New York gonna come out and watch him, and
Baby. No,
Delicious done left her husband.
well, I think he left her, but
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think
think he
so.
left her. No, I don't really watch. I watch diving. Of course, I watch gymnastics because that's my favorite of all times of all the Olympic sports.
What is
Um,
water polo? Is it water soccer? Like, cause I mean, that's all it is. There's a goal. There's people trying to,
yeah, you're trying to get it into the thing. I guess it's the
right.
equivalent of soccer. I don't know what
Lacrosse,
is it.
cause polo on horses is dumb as hell too. Walking around with a mallet on a damn horse. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a. I wear polo clothes, but water
Representation
polo
queen.
or any other kind of polo. But shout out Flavor Flav, man. Like I really do think that's awesome that he's doing different things. Just to. I don't think he's doing it for recognition or anything like that. He's just doing it because he's doing it. Like shit, I got you.
Yeah, like I think he truly and genuinely wants to support them,
Hmm.
and don't want to make sure that they continue because I think they won the gold medal in the last couple Olympics as well. But yeah, I think
I don't.
they're good apparently.
There's
We
three
never
other
watch it, but
countries that have a
apparently
water
they're
polo.
good.
Probably three other countries that have a water polo team. Got to give them a shot.
But yeah, I find that very interesting. I also keep in mind something else as it relates to the Olympics. Snoop Dogg, I feel like he is. I feel
What are
like
you
Snoop Dogg
gonna
is probably like the
say?
coolest person, coolest rapper, celebrity ever.
But this is Flavor
Because,
Flav.
but I know, but I'm just saying because
Ah,
Snoop
okay.
was at the
I
Olympics.
just want to make
He's at
sure
the
you.
He's at the Olympics too, though, and he's
Nope.
a rapper. Same difference. Well, Flav's more of a hype man than rapper, but same genre.
He was in the rap group.
Yeah,
What's the name
same
of the rap
genre.
group?
Um,
And that's the
um,
end of my TED talk. You see why nobody would ever have to code switch with her ever. I bet
um,
she know Flavor of Love contestants. I
no.
guarantee you she know.
Wait,
I guarantee you. This is why we are the ops, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason why.
okay, I know it's not cool in the game.
I almost did you hear my breathing change? I almost passed out just now. You almost killed me. You know that? Did she say
No, it's
cool in the game?
no Two Live Crew. That's Luke. Public Enemy. Public Enemy. That's it.
It is, but it took you way too long and you said cool and the MFing game. I can't even cuss on that. That was so atrocious. I couldn't even cuss on that.
I tried. I couldn't
Next
cuss.
segment, because I'm over you and cool in the game. That's your new name. Cool in the goddamn game. In my phone. I'm finna change it to the phone. Cool in the goddamn game.
You sound like a hater.
Mm.
But it is my turn this week for what has a book, TV show, or movie taught me.
Cool in the
So,
game says.
I've been watching this series called "Don't Forget to Text Me." It's on Hulu. Apparently, it was also on Lifetime as well. But I've been watching on. Well, I watched it on both. I watched one season on Lifetime, the other season on Hulu. So basically, the stories about people that are missing, and how important it is to make sure that you're texting people. Text me when I get home. That's what it is. Text me when I get home. That's the name of it. Um, and a lot of people either did or didn't text someone, and that's how they found out that they were missing or something like that.
Mm.
So one of the particular stories, because it's a lot of stories, baby. It is a lot of stories, and what I also appreciate is that it's not all. It's a very diverse group of people that were missing,
Mm.
and some of the people actually survived. Some of the people are no longer with us, but some of the people survived. One of the stories um, was about this girl that ended up going to like this party woods area that like the teenagers hang out with. And I'm hoping
Mm.
I'm getting this part right because like I said, I watched a whole bunch of them. Um, and the people that she was with decided just randomly, like, I think I really want to, you know, kill somebody, basically, basically. And oh, we gonna pick up this person, so we might as well do her. And the other person was like, I don't know about none of this. And like I said, I could be getting my stories confused because some of these stories sounded very similar. But the point that I'm making in this is that you know how like a lot of people think that Snapchat things go away, which they do. You can also save them, but if law enforcement ever wants them, Snapchat will give them your messages.
Why do they have them?
Huh?
I wonder why they have them. If they disappear off, people been able to see them
Well,
after
they
24 hours.
well you can also there you can also keep it on there that you can see it yourself.
Yeah.
Like you can save them or whatever. But yeah, so they don't, even the ones that go away don't go away completely because um Snapchat does have the ability, if they know that you're missing or something like that and law enforcement contacts them, then they, of course, with respect to privacy and everything, but also
Mm-hmm.
with respect to the law,
They'll
they
let
will
it.
actually pull those Snapchats.
Mm.
And
Snap
so
out.
they were having all these conversations um through, and of course you know that people can pull up text messages and or call logs and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't think people realize that Snapchat will literally, if need be, pull all of your conversations. And I want to elaborate even further is that, and this is probably about to sound real crazy coming from me. So listen, if you're going to talk in code that it makes sense.
Mm.
I'm not telling you to be a criminal. I'm not telling you to do anything illegal. But I'm just saying, if, say, for instance, if you decide that you want to do something and you talking in code, make sure you follow through because what happens a lot of times is that they will talk in code but don't follow through with what they said, which lets them know at that point, if you say you're going to go to Hardee's or Sonic's and you don't go to those places because you're talking in code, um they're going to know that you didn't go. And
Mm.
that's when they're going to be like, oh, so what's really going on? This means code. This is code for something else. And then they typically do it that way. So I just want to say, um,
Be
don't
smart.
be, don't be committing murders. And if you want to talk in code, whatever code is, because it could be something none illegal. It could be legal. Like, hold on. Why are you laughing at me? It could be something legal. Just don't do that. Don't, if you're gonna talk in code, make sure that everything lines up correctly. But don't be out here committing crimes. Don't be out here, Because I told you that's what was end up happening on the other show series that I was watching, which was I almost got away with it or something like that. Like a lot of times these people started telling on themselves and that's how they got away with it. And they
What?
was finding, stuff like that. So just saying, you can talk in code all you want to, but make sure your code makes sense. But also don't murder people or sexually assault them or, you know, don't do illegal stuff.
Do unto
Do your best.
others. WWJD.
What would Jesus do?
Mhm.
I don't think that do unto others the same way though,
Mhm.
because never mind. Um, but
Do unto
anyway,
others as you would have them do unto you, meaning you don't want
but I
what
don't
you
think it's
good at.
WWJD.
I know. I was saying them both,
Oh, okay, okay.
not in
I was
relation
like,
to
oh,
each
okay,
other.
yeah,
Stay
but yeah.
with me. Stay with me. Pray with me.
Oh,
Okay. Don't.
that sounds so sweet. So
Just
anyway,
goodbye.
for episode 68, this is your girl, Spicy K.
And this is your girl, TK.
We're the
Cool in the
ops. We're
gang.
telling it all, and let's play the theme song.
Cool in the gang.
It's on E Music. I'm not
She
rapping it.
said cool in the game, rapping today, but that's not true. And only you would say that shit. But you got it in the end. Public enemy is not your friend. They gave it to the establishment back in the 90s, and we was telling people we ain't trying to hide it. I love the enemy. Flavor Flav had you blacker than black can be. Chuck D was your boy. Terminator X, he had the chain that I wanted so bad, but my mama said nope. You can't have that hope. Nope. She didn't say it, but I didn't get it. I was mad. And a no limit chain. I didn't get that one either. I was mad. I ran away from home because I was bad. I wanted a chain and a two-way pager. She didn't get it, but I couldn't hate her. I got my own. Later on, it was in the form of a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? The two-way was obsolete. It really didn't do shit. When we got the phone, we was on. I got mine in '03. When you get your own.
The ops, we telling it all. Your girl Spicy K.
Peace. TK, we out.